All roads lead to either glutamate or GABA. One can think of the monoamines as interacting as messengers through their second messenger pathways, through their G protein coupled to changes in cyclic AMP and various other second messengers influencing gene expression and whatever. But in terms of their immediate electrophysiological effects, one can think of the monoamines as having as their main function the modulation of excitatory amino acid and inhibitory amino acid transmission. One can think of a defect downstream of the monoamines, a defect in, let's say, glutamate release mechanisms. Through an action on monoamine pathways, maybe you can, at a distance, have some influence on that. Perhaps the influence will not be great enough. The efficacy might not be what we would want, because that's not where the primary defect is. So that's what we're hypothesizing, that the monoamines have a rather indirect and distant influence on what may be the core pathology, which would be downstream, involving glutamatergic or GABAergic transmission. What might give it specificity is the metabotropic receptors that modulate glutamate transmission, that modulate glutamate release. There are many such receptors, and they're expressed quite differently all over the nervous system. There's one type that's very strongly expressed in the cerebral cortex in fibers that we think are involved in the action of the psychedelic hallucinogens. Even though glutamate is everywhere, there can be specificity because of the differential expression of the different subtypes of glutamate receptors in different parts of the brain. And we particularly focus on the cerebral cortex because the symptoms are cortical symptoms. Eli Lilly has already shown that one can make highly selective drugs that hit predominantly one or another subtype of metabotropic receptor. So it's going to be very exciting in the coming years to see how these drugs, which affect metabotropic receptors that are expressed in different parts of the nervous system, what functions they will influence and ultimately what therapeutic benefit that their use might have. The first one that's been tested, drug LY354740, has been tested in anxiety disorders and does seem to have anxiolytic properties. We started on these studies only 3 years ago, looking at the effect of 2A receptors on glutamate transmission. At that time, we had no idea how metabotropic agonists might fit in to that scheme. And we had no idea that there were drug companies that were developing selective agonists that acted on metabotropic receptors that would block the effects of hallucinogens. One difference between the way things were in the 60s when I got started and now is there was very little knowledge about brain systems. It would take years for any finding to be developed and understood, but now things happen very quickly. The base of knowledge is expanded so much. It makes me envious